Hey guys, what's up? Part 2 of my June boxes. It's June 16th, just a reminder. And yeah, got a second box. This box is much lighter than the one before it. Let's hope that lighter is better. I mean, I feel like, you know, the first thing you do when you pick it up and it's a little bit lighter, you are like, oh man, I didn't get as much stuff as last month, which we still got last month's stuff here. So we could pretty much fresh off these videos, compare if they're consistent throughout the months, you know, whatever. One thing I do sort of miss but don't is they used to do the theme boxes. I kind of touched up on that on the last video, but they also used to do the box itself. It would transform into a castle or something else, which is really cool because it was a nice little extra decoration that you could put up, and they were always usually something pretty neat. Kind of sucks if you have an apartment. You can't really find any use for it because most people are limited on space. But for those of you who own homes or live in a house, it's a pretty nice addition. But let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open and see what we get. Okay. T-shirt's the first thing I spotted. Looks like we got a Wolfenstein t-shirt. That's actually pretty cool. I like this Wolfenstein t-shirt. Not a huge fan of the series. I've played a couple games, and I'd never probably buy one of their t-shirts on its own, but this one's actually pretty cool. You know, just kind of a throw around shirt, and it looks cool. And especially if you're a huge fan of the series, boom. We got a Assassin's Creed. Can't remember what these things are called. Use them for keychains, keychain holders, whatever. I got my own that I actually always, because I lose my keys like crazy, I always use one of these, and when they get worn down, I always throw a new one on there. Again, not a huge fan of Assassin's Creed, but, you know, it'd be great to throw on the keychain. You don't even have to be a big fan of Assassin's Creed in general to like this, because it's just got a whole bunch of weapons on it. So even if you're not a fan of the game, if you just like, you know, weapons and stuff like that, this is still a pretty cool one to use, and I probably will use it next when my Rick and Morty keychain dealio gets messed up. We got a Fallout bobblehead. That's kind of cool. Again, you know, I play a lot of video games, but we're hitting on like all the games, probably out of the 3 we've shown so far. I'm probably the biggest fan of Wolfenstein, but not a huge Fallout or Assassin's Creed. Like I think I've only played like to the end 2 Assassin's Creed games, and they were pretty fun. I just never got hooked. I was hooked, I guess, early on with like the first one, and then I think I played the third one, and then I just never picked up an Assassin's Creed again. I don't know. It was a good game. Maybe I'll get back into it. We'll see. But that's kind of cool. Got a bobblehead. Got... All right, this is actually pretty neat. A bottle opener. This is something I'd probably actually buy on its own. Probably cost you a solid $10, so that's not too bad. And the pin, which we got a little robot guy. If I don't know what game, I mean, maybe it's Portal. Probably not, though. But again, another game I'm only so knowledgeable about. I don't know what this guy came from. But there you have it. The second one I've got in the month of June. And yeah, it's okay. Both these boxes I got this month have been pretty much okay. That's the word I would use to describe it. There was a lot in the past where I generally get like things that I kind of liked, and there'd always be like one really good thing on there. Not that there isn't one in these. These are actually fairly decent for you know, what you're paying. You're paying $20, $25. I can't remember what I pay for this. I put it on auto pay like probably most of y'all have, and you just wait for your stuff to come in. But if we wanted to do a price comparison, you know, usually t-shirts will sell at like the mall like this for like $20, but realistically you could get them for like maybe 15-ish. Sometimes if you snipe an item that you really want and you wait, you get it for 10. Because t-shirts are becoming cheaper to make. Everyone has the, not everybody, but like, you know, there's even stores where you could go get really high-end t-shirts, like whatever you want put on there. You know, this is probably, so let's just sit at 15. This is probably about $5 or $10. We'll just round down just for the sake of the video. maybe it's more with more, you know, so we're at 20. This is probably a $10 item. We'll round down to 5, 25. These are usually like a couple bucks, but we'll just say 28. Pins are usually anywhere from like $5 to like $50 for rare pins, so we'll say like 30. So if we're rounding down, you know, for this video, you got your money's worth out of it. Hopefully you're a big fan of everything they touched up on here. And you know, I feel like the quality is going back up with what Loot Gaming is doing. It dipped for a very long time, but I think we're kind of getting back up to where they were. And I think this company so far is not doing a bad job, whoever bought them. But as long as they continue to progress like this, I will continue to stick with Loot Gaming and, you know, see what else they got. But thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. Y'all take it easy.